What's up, everyone? This is Carlos from Hybrid Records. There's crazy power outages in Texas right now. Shop is super dead. And I don't really have a ton to do. I already shipped out on my online orders. So I've been seeing a lot of talk online about a particular phenomenon in the vinyl community, and so I figured I would use my free time to make an impromptu video about it. It's a subject I have pretty strong feelings about. So that's why I'm shooting this on my phone at the shop instead of at home with my nice camera and my nice microphone with good sound and video quality. So bear with me. I want to talk about Walmart exclusives, big box stores selling records, that kind of thing. Now, I want to start by saying that I think everyone should do whatever they want and whatever makes them happy as long as it doesn't hurt other people. And if you want to buy records from Target or wherever that's not an indie retailer, I think you should do that if that's really what you want to do. But I think you should make that decision knowing exactly what it means. Now, what it means is tied into, fairly recent history, historical events, and something that we seem to have forgotten about. Now, big box stores put indie record stores out of business. They just did, They were using CDs as loss leaders. Indie record shops were able to go buy their merchandise cheaper at Best Buy than they were from their distributors because Best Buy was taking a loss on their CDs to get people to come in to buy washers and dryers or whatever. And a bunch of record shops went out of business. A lot of families experienced, significant hardship because their main source of income went away. A lot of people lost their jobs. But more importantly, the culture of indie record stores kind of went away for a little while. Not a lot of shops survived, especially in smaller towns where the population isn't super big. Places like Austin and Chicago and New York and LA, those kinds of places could always keep a few shops afloat. But, places like Waco or, cities under 500,000 people, under 250,000 people, under 100,000, 50,000 people, a lot of those places, they lost all of their independent music stores. So then, once carrying music ceased to be profitable for these big box stores, they got rid of their music sections entirely. And so then, where did these people have to go to purchase music? Nowhere, because those big box stores don't really care about the communities that they're in. They care about making money. And look, we live in a capitalist system. That's the name of the game. Whatever. It is what it is. I think that, you should be able to find a way to make your living, fortune, whatever, without exploiting your workforce or exploiting anyone if possible. But, that's what they do. It's what they've always done. It's what they will continue to do. Now, in spite of that, in rebellion of that, I suppose, indie record stores that did survive over the last 10 years have been working really hard to bring vinyl back and to make it interesting again and to get people into it again and to remind people why vinyl and owning physical music in general is such an amazing experience and hobby, and why it's so much more fulfilling. It's so much more fulfilling of a way to consume art and culture. And so vinyl's huge again. It's been growing steadily every single year like clockwork for the last 10 years. Re-enter big box stores who see an easy way to cash in on a new phenomenon, bring vinyl back into their shops to make a quick buck. And some of them, even have the resources to be able to get exclusive vinyl pressings of some of the most popular albums ever released. And so, look, I get it. I love colored vinyl. If there is a black version and a colored vinyl version, especially if the color of the vinyl matches the album artwork in some way or fits a theme, I'm always going to go with the colored vinyl version. It's just cool. Some people say it doesn't sound as good, whatever. It's dope. I think that it's dope. But what I don't think is dope is, patroning a business that is just cashing in on the hard work of independent record stores, and patroning a business that does not care about you. They do not care about you. They don't know your name. They're not going to learn it. They don't care what music you like. They don't care what record you've been looking for. And so if they get that record in stock, they're not going to hit you up and be like, look, I just got this record you've been asking about for the last year. I finally got it. You want it? Like, that's not happening at Walmart. And it's not the fault of the people that work there. They're kept at under 40 hours a week so that corporate doesn't have to give them health benefits. Like, they shouldn't give a shit about that. The company they work for has done nothing to entice them to care about their jobs, and I don't think they should. But you as the consumer, knowing all of this, knowing the way that Walmart treats their employees, knowing the way that all of these giant companies treat their employees, these are things that you should be thinking about when you decide to go in and make that purchase. When you decide to go in and get that, Metallica colored vinyl, whenever you decide to go in there and get that Beach Boys greatest hits on the Beach Ball picture disc, those are cool things, I guess. But at the end of the day, we are potentially seeing history repeat itself again, where big box stores feel like they can make easy money off of what they see as a fad. And if they put indie record shops out of business in the process, they don't give a shit. And as soon as carrying vinyl stops being beneficial to them, stops being profitable, they're going to get rid of it. And then, some towns might not have any place to go buy used records other than, maybe flea markets or junk stores or whatever. And so, I think it's important that we think about these things and that we remember what happened in the past, because ultimately what this vinyl resurgence is about community, and about a community of music lovers and a community of art lovers and a community of people with a shared interest that want to come together to be able to share that interest and want to discover new things and want to find like-minded people. And that doesn't happen at Walmart. Nobody's getting together to hang out at Walmart and talk about their favorite records. It's not a thing. And so I think that for me personally, and some people I'm sure will say that I'm biased because I own an indie record store. Even if I didn't own an indie record store, I'm not going to go to big box stores and support that shit. I'm not going to support the Walton family. I'm not going to go there for something that I could go to a locally owned shop where I know the clerk's name, the clerk knows my name, and we can talk about music, and I can buy some records, and I can know that somebody's light bill is getting paid, somebody's rent is getting paid, somebody's student loan payment is getting paid, because I decided to maybe spend a few more dollars on the same record, or maybe get the same record on black vinyl instead of colored vinyl. But at the end of the day, I feel it's a more ethical decision to make, and I feel like I don't want to see a bunch of shops going out of business again, especially in smaller areas where, they may already just be getting by. Not a lot of people are becoming millionaires owning record shops. I'm certainly not. It just really, upsets me to see people not consider this at all, or people that are just going to people that are just going to say, well, it's cheaper, so that's why I'm going there. If that's all you care about, that's fine. I'm probably not going to change your mind. I think there is definitely more that you should care about when it comes to your record buying experience than just what is the cheapest. But at the end of the day, I think that we as a community of vinyl collectors and of record collectors and of music lovers and of members of this community, I think that we should not be encouraging this, and we should not be buying records from big box stores that don't care about us and that don't care about their communities that they exist in. And I would love to see Walmart press 10,000 copies of a record and not sell a single one of them. then if you want to go buy them at a loss, by all means. But I don't know. These are just my thoughts on it. You know, as you can tell, I'm really not a big fan of it, and it always kind of bugs me whenever, you know, I'm on the vinyl subreddit, or I see a YouTuber or like an Instagram account that's like, just got this sick Walmart exclusive. Like, that's not what record collecting's about. That's not what the vinyl community is about. I don't think. It's not what my vinyl community is about. And, you know, tell me if you think I'm an idiot or pretentious or whatever in the comments, or if you agree with me and you're on the same boat that you want to see your indie record shop thrive, and, you know, want a place where you can go hang your hat and, you know, meet other people that like the same things as you and be a part of a community, not just a consumer. Because record collecting is more than just consumerism. It always has been, and it should always be that way. So let me know what you think. Just had to get it out there in a more fully thought out way, not just in a comment section somewhere. So anyway, we'll see you next time with a more fully produced video that's not just a rant, I suppose. See you later.